Hi student, uh, welcome to this new session and in today's session we will go to learn 3D mensuration. Okay, so actually we will not going to learn, we will going to revise this mensuration because learning part is already done in the classes. So in today's session we are going to revise this 3D mensuration in the live class by me, of course, Prashant sir. So till now, in case you have not liked these my videos or you have not subscribed this channel, then please like it and definitely in case you have doubts or difficulties, put the comment in the comment box. Before going to start with the live classes, you must student as usual every days or like the regular kind of informations or the notices, like please be ready with your pen and books, as well as I have already WhatsApp to you all our worksheets, today's worksheet, what we're going to discuss in this mensuration chapter. So that worksheet please keep ready along with you, because we're going to talk on that mensuration worksheet, as well as some people might have some doubts or the difficulties, so they can go on asking their doubts and difficulties simultaneously. I'll keep checking the comment box also, and be ready with your notebook. I'll just come in a few seconds. So students, let's start with this mensuration. I hope your notebooks and worksheets are ready, as well as your writing material is ready. So what exactly is the mensuration? Where exactly we use the mensuration topic, and why exactly it's there in your standard 10th portion? I've already answered in the regular classes. So right now what I'm going to talk is like the how exactly sums should be solved. And before starting the sums, I will definitely, although it's a revision class, I'll just go through quickly all the formulas of all types of diagrams. So let's start. So our first mensuration concept is this one. Whenever we calculate the volume, V is equals to base area into height. See, the one which I have highlighted over here. Whenever we calculate V stands for volume. So volume is always equals to the base area into height. Now you must be wondering what exactly volume is. Say suppose I have got this as like a book. This is our book. Okay. Now in case if I want to calculate the volume of this book, so what I'll calculate, first of all, I'll calculate the base area, that is of course a rectangle, so that is length into breadth into, there is definitely some height. Say the length is 5 and the breadth is 6, so the base area is 30 and the height is say 2, so 30 into 2, 60 centimeter cube will going to be the volume of this textbook. It is that easy. So volume is always equals to base area into height. I hope you understood this. How to calculate the volume? Volume is always equals to base area into the height. See, the height is over here, isn't it? So similarly, students, in this chapter there will be many formulas, but this was one of the abstract formula or the abstract concept for your standard, that is 10 standard level. So I just spoke, and right now we'll go further with this mensuration topic. And in this mensuration topic, what is the important thing? We have 1 minute. There are some comments. Okay, some people are saying there is something as a mic issue. One second, let me check. So, what exactly is in mensuration chapter? We're going to learn say different types or the different shapes. Say right now we're learning cylinder. So, what exactly the cylinder is? Cylinder is any cylindrical shape, could be like the pen or the bottle or the gas cylinder or else any cylinder. Say suppose I have this notebook, so I have rotated this, isn't it? Say suppose if I rotate this, I'm going to get the cylinder, isn't it? This is like a cylinder. So this is like a cylinder. We have got a base over here as a circular in shape. So that is base is circle and this is kind of the height of the cylinder. So what exactly is a cylinder? I hope by now you have understood. So cylinder base radius would be the radius. There is a cylinder over here. I have already drawn. So this is like the radius. Radius is nothing but radius of the base. H is nothing but the height. So what are all the formulas related to this? We're going to see one by one. First of all, we're going to see the volume. What is the volume, student? Just now I explained to you. Volume is nothing but base area into the height. So pi r square into h. Isn't it simple? Then the volume is equals to base area. Base area of the cylinder is pi r square because that's a circular surface. So pi r square. So pi r square and into the height. So that is the volume, pi r square h. So student, say along with me. What is the volume of cylinder? Volume of cylinder is equals to pi r square into h. So volume of the cylinder is equals to pi r square h. Next thing is surface area or the curved surface area. Now there might be some confusion. So what is curved surface area? So curved surface area होता क्या है? Say suppose I have this cylinder, okay? So I have wrapped it with this blue color sheet, isn't it? So that is basically curved surface area. I hope you understood what is a curved surface area. Say suppose I have to wrap it with the blue color sheet. So I have wrapped it this entire cylinder with this blue color sheet, isn't it? So this wrapping is called as curved surface area. So this would be the curved surface area basically for the cylinder. And now what is that curved surface area? See, curved surface area would be 2 pi r, that is circumference. So that's why 2 pi r. Curved surface area would be this breadth. Breadth is 2 pi r into height, isn't it? 2 pi r into h. So that is curved surface area of the cylinder. So that is 2 pi r h. So say along with me. Curved surface area of the cylinder is equals to 2 pi r h. Curved surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi r h. Curved surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi r into h. Volume of the cylinder is pi r square into h. Curved surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi r into h. And now the next thing is total surface area. See, many people do not understand the difference between the curved surface area and the total surface area. See student, it's very simple. I'll explain to you quickly. See, what is this total surface area? Total surface area means, suppose this is my cylinder, isn't it? So when I have got this cylinder, I have got this blue sheet around this cylinder. As well as there is, if you'll notice there is one top cylinder and there is one bottom cylinder, isn't it? So we have got in total how many surfaces? We've got 3 surfaces, that curved surface area, the top circular region and the bottom circular region. So in total, what would be the volume of the cylinder? The curved surface area, that's why I've written 2 pi r h, plus top circle and the bottom circle. So how many circles? Two circles. So what is the area of one circle? Of course, that is pi r square. And since we have two circles, top and bottom, so therefore there are 2 pi r square. Why 2 pi r square? I hope you have understood. Top circle, bottom circle. So 2 pi r square. And now we have 2 pi r common. So I have taken 2 pi r common outside. So there will be h and then there will be r from there. So this is like just a basic factorization step. So students, just put these rectangles formula. The formula which I have written in the rectangular box in your notebook, and keep ready. So, student, please write down these quickly formulas. So, cylinder volume is equal to pi r square, curved surface area is 2 pi r h, and the total surface area is 2 pi r h plus r. See, student, understand, always remember that this formula should be on your tip of tongue, because in the examination, the formula can come in any format. And understand, once again, we never, whatever questions we get in the examination, they will be never in the direct format. So there will be like a mixed figure, like there would be cylinder, and on that there would be a hemisphere is placed, so calculate the curved surface area or calculate the volume, such kind of things. Mixed question will going to come. So we may not use directly this formula, but we will use some part of the formula. So students, let's go ahead with the next figure. The next figure is hollow cylinder. Now what is hollow cylinder? See student, could you see from here? Let's see, look at this. I could see you all from this hollow cylinder, isn't it? So what is a hollow cylinder? The one which is empty. So that is called as a hollow cylinder. I hope you understanding what is a hollow cylinder. This is empty region in that particular cylinder. So there is an outer cylinder and there is inner cylinder, but the inner cylinder will going to be empty. Look at this, like this. So the inner cylinder is kind of empty thing. So example could be your straw is an example of hollow cylinder, or else these tube lights what we have got are the hollow cylinder, or else the are generally what you use the pane, and inside the pane there are riffles. So the riffles are the examples of hollow cylinder, because the riffle has got ink in it and that ink is filled in that hollowed part, isn't it? So that is basically an example of hollow cylinder. Now, first of all, we should think about the thickness. What is this thickness? See, good student, could you see this boundary? Could you see this boundary? This is basically, that is nothing but the thickness. And then how do we calculate the thickness? How we calculate the thickness? Thickness is nothing but outer radius minus inner radius. So that is basically thickness. I'll draw with this red pen, blue pen. This is thickness. I hope you understood. So outer radius minus inner radius would going to give us thickness. So thickness is outer radius minus inner radius. See, our R is outer radius and the small r is inner radius. I hope you have understood what is this r and small r is. Yeah, and now we have to calculate the volume again. When we are calculating the volume, I hope now I'll take this type of example. So suppose if I'm calculating the volume of this cylinder. So this is hollow cylinder, isn't it? So we've got the ring over here. Could you see, guys? There is a ring over here. So the base area, now the base is a ring, isn't it? The base is a ring over here. So the ring area is pi capital R square minus small r square, isn't it? What is the area of the ring? Area of the ring is pi capital R square minus small r square. That is the area of the ring into height. That is the basic formula of the volume. Base area into the height. The base area is pi r square minus r square into height. And the curved surface area would be again in a similar manner. You can calculate the inner surface area as well as the outer surface area. So what is the curved surface area? Inner surface area would be 2 pi small rh, outer surface area would be 2 pi capital RH. So just do that 2 pi h and r plus r. It's that easy, isn't it? Then what is the total surface area? Total surface area would be, of course, curved surface area, the top ring and the bottom ring. So just add together to curved surface area plus area of the two rings, the top one and the bottom one. So you can just do a little bit of factorization and finally you're going to get this huge formula. Since this is like a revision class, I am not explaining that in detail. So guys, you can just copy down quickly, pause the video and copy down these formulas. In case if you're finished, let's go ahead. Student, I'll advise you whenever I'm explaining to you all the concept, make sure that you are with the notebooks and writing material, so that whenever I'm explaining, pay attention to the explanation part. And once I'm done with the explanation part, I'll give you all enough time to jot it down these formulas. Or else in case if you want directly finally the formula sheets and all, I can post you a little later also. But always remember that your own notes will always help you better to perform. Apart from that, students, never download these live streams, because अगर आप download करते हैं and if you give it to your friends, it is of no use making these videos. Okay, so we are looking for like people should watch it always on YouTube live. And अगर आप लाइव देख रहे हैं and अगर आप डाउनलोड कर रहे हैं और वो आप आपके फ्रेंड को ट्रांसफर कर रहे हैं, believe me, your friends will never watch it. So don't do that downloading part and then giving it to your friends. Let them watch live on YouTube. Okay, so and अगर by now you have not subscribed, please subscribe this channel so that more and more people will come to know about these free educations. Okay, so that would be definitely helpful for all your friends. So let's go ahead with the next thing, cone. What is this cone is? Generally we use ice cream cone. You must have seen that birthday caps comes in the conical in shape. So many examples. So the cone has something called as small r, that is the radius of the base, something called as capital H, that is perpendicular height, and there is something called as L. L is nothing but slant height. L is nothing but this red one is called as slant height. And of course there is a Pythagoras over here, because the height and this radius are always perpendicular. So if it is perpendicular, it is in the right angle triangle, and then hypotenuse would be slant height, and slant height can be calculated as root of capital H square plus R square. So this is capital H square plus R square. So L is equal to root of H square plus R square. I hope that's clear to you all. Always remember that the volume is 1/3 of cylinder. Volume of the cone is 1/3 of the cylinder. So 1/3 pi r square h. 1/3 pi r square h. Curved surface area is pi r L. Now curved surface area of the cone is pi r L. Say along with me. Volume is 1/3 pi r square h. Volume of the cone is 1/3 pi r square h. Say volume of the cone is 1/3 pi r square h. Curved surface area of the cone is pi r L. Pi r L. These are like very simple formulas. And what is the total surface area? Total surface area would be the curved surface area plus base area, that is pi r square. So that becomes pi r L plus r. Pi r common, and in the bracket L plus r. So can you put this quickly formula in your book? I hope everything is going good. Let's go ahead with the next. Then the next shape, 3D shape is sphere. What is this sphere? sphere is nothing but kind of your cricket ball or else a football or else that shot put what generally people play is all spherical in shape. And the sphere has, let's say, the radius is r, so the volume is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. I'll repeat 10 times. The volume of the sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Many people, they go for that examination and they do not know the formula of such simple figure. And then if you do not know the formula, sorry student, you will get definitely 0 marks in this particular chapter, because this entire chapter is completely based on your formulae. So my advice would be, today itself, as soon as this video will get over, today itself sit for 15 minutes extra and finish learning these formulas. Otherwise, आपको ये chapter से 0 marks मिलेगा. So volume is equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Volume of this sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Say along with me, volume of this sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. At your home also you can say along with me. So student, volume of this sphere is, very nice. Volume of this sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Thank you for saying along with me again. And then now the curved surface area and the total surface area remains same, that is 4 pi r square. Curved surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square. Total surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square. So student, put quickly this in your book. So students, let's go ahead. The next one is hemisphere. What is this hemisphere? Okay, I'll give a good example for the hemisphere. Say, imagine here like you have a kind of a watermelon, spherical in shape. You cut down exactly in the middle, so we get the lower portion. This lower portion would be green in color. Oh, this green in color, something like this, isn't it? And the top portion would be red in color, isn't it? With little bit of white in boundary. Now, the white and boundary I can't show, so I'm using black in boundary, isn't it? So this watermelon is going to look something like this: the green portion on the outer part and the red sphere. Hemi is part of the, hemi means half the sphere. So volume is 2 upon 3 pi r cube. Obviously, if the volume of the sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube, then the volume of the hemisphere would be 2 upon 3 pi r cube. It's so obvious, isn't it, student? So curved surface area, again, it will be the half of 4 pi r square. So what is the half of 4 pi r square? It is obviously 2 pi r square, because it is just the half portion. Now, student, understand what is this total surface area? Total surface area, this green portion, which is 2 pi r square, and the top circle. Can you imagine that half cut of watermelon? So the green portion will be 2 pi r square, and the red portion will be one circular region, that is 3 pi r square. So that's what the formula is, 3 pi r square. I hope, student, these three formulas are clear to you all. Volume is 2 upon 3 pi r cube, curved surface area is 2 pi r square, and the total surface area is 3 pi r square. Isn't it very, very simple? And if it is a hollow, just do the r, just substitute this r cube as r cube minus r cube, and then that's it. Just finish that off. It's very, very simple. 2 upon 3 pi r cube minus r cube. Now, what is that hollow hemisphere means? The red portion of that watermelon, imagine karte hain, we ate it. We finished. So what we've got left is that green color bowl with that white or little reddish sphere from inside. So now 2 upon 3 pi r cube minus r cube. Now in that case, what what will be this capital R? This capital R going to be outer radius, and this small r going to be inner radius. I hope you understand. Now the inner radius of the hemisphere will going to be something like this. So this is inner radius. Look at this. This is inner radius, and outer radius going to be something like this. This is outer radius. I hope you understood. So 2/3 pi r cube minus small r cube. And what will be the curved surface area? Inner surface area plus outer curved surface area. So that's why 2 pi r square plus 2 pi small r square. And then 2 pi has been taken out common. So r square plus r square. And then what will be the total surface area? Curved surface area plus the top ring. So that's why top ring would be pi r square minus small r square added with the curved surface area. That's it. So these are all the formulas. I hope by now you have completed or equipped. You all are equipped with the all formulas. Now let's say start solving with the examples. I have already posted this worksheet on your group. I hope this worksheet is there along with you while solving these sums. So let's see. So the first sum is the radius and the slant height of the cone are in the ratio of 4:7 and its curved surface area is 792 centimeters square. Find its radius. So the first question says the radius and the slant height of a cone. So let's draw the cone. Always students remember that start drawing the diagrams. The radius and the slant height of the cone. So this is basically the radius and this is basically the slant height. So the ratio of radius to the slant height. So the radius is r and L is slant height. It is given as 4:7. And its curved surface area is given as 792 centimeters square. Curved surface area is equal to 792 centimeters square. This is basically cone. So cone's curved surface area. What is cone curved surface area? Of course, it's pi r L. Pi r L, which is equals to 792. So student check in the sum in case if pi is mentioned. It is not mentioned. And what is the given task? Find the radius. हमको करना क्या है? We have to find the radius. Find what is our this sum's task. And now how are you going to find the r? Or how are you going to find the radius? So how are you going to find the radius? By now, I hope half the people have R we have to calculate, L we have to find, and that is 792. Now, what is this? L is nothing but? L is nothing but a root of h square plus r square. Else we have been already given the r by L is 4/7. So if I am taking that equals to say a, because we cannot take radius is equals to 4. We will going to say, let's say the radius is equal to 4a and the lateral height is equals to 7a. So what are we going to do? Okay, so I don't have this formula. So I'm going to substitute that L as 7a and the radius as 4a. So if we substitute that 22 upon 7, substitution for R is 4a, substitution of L is, look at this, R is 4a and L is 7a. So if I substitute this, and that equals to 7 and 2. From these, I'm going to get the value of A. And once I get the value of A, so I'm going to do this. So, is that student the sum is very, very difficult of the mensuration? No, not at all. It is just drawing the diagram, writing the data, substituting the formula with the correct values, and then you are done with the answer, isn't it? So basically हमको क्या challenging करता है? How to draw the diagram and how to solve the sum. So it's really, really simple, isn't it? So the 7 I can cancel with the 7, and then of course what you can do further, we will calculate this a square. So a square is equals to 792, and now I'm shifting this 4 and 20 to the other side, so it will become 4 into 22. And just if you simplify a little bit of calculation here and there, 2 11s are, and 2, say if you, okay, I can cancel this by 11 also. So 11, 11 2s are 22, and 11 7s are 77, and 11 2s are. And 2 you can cancel with this by 36. So we got a square. So a would be 6 upon, let's say, 2. Root of 36 is 6 and root of 4 is 2. 2 1s and 2 3s are. So a is equals to basically 3. And once you get the value of a, we know the radius. Radius is equals to, radius is nothing but 4a. So we got a is equal to 3. So 4 into 3, which is 12 centimeter. Isn't it simple? That's how we can finish it off any sum easily. I hope you have understood this sum. In case not, I have put a display of the entire sum on the board so you can copy it down. Okay, in case if you have some doubts or difficulties, you can definitely keep asking these doubts or the difficulties in this ongoing class. I may immediately solve those particular doubts. Also, till the time we do not have the next doubt, we will go ahead with our next sum, sum number 2. How many meters of cloth 5 meter wide will be required to make a conical tent? The radius of whose base is 7 meter and the height is 24 meter. So how am I going to do this sum? Let's check it out. How many meters of cloth 5 meter wide would be required? Say definitely the cloth are in this format, isn't it? There would be certain length and there would be certain width. And the width is mentioned over here. How many meters of cloth? 5 meter wide. So the width of the cloth is given, which is 5 meter. We have not given the length, isn't it? And will be required to make a conical tent. Out of this rectangular sheet, what we are making? A conical tent we are making. So how the conical tent will going to look like? Like this, isn't it? And in the conical tent, what the dimensions are given? The radius of whose base is 7 meter. So the radius of the base is 7, and the height is 24 meter. The height is 24. So we'll jot it down all the info over here. Say for rectangle, length is question mark, breadth is 5 meter, and at the same time over here pole, because there is conical tent, radius, height, and the lateral height. So radius is 7 meter. I'll again confirm the student, always make sure that you write the proper units, because many times our sum goes wrong whenever we do not write the proper units. So height is given as 24 meter. Again over here one more update. See, if your height is given, then we have to check very carefully which height is given. Is that the lateral root of r square plus h square? I know the Pythagorean integral, so I'm using it. 7, 24 and 25. So the lateral height over here will going to be 25 meters. So that is 25 meters. And how do I calculate it directly? So the L is equals to root of 7 square plus 24 square. In case if I solve this, 49 plus 576, if you add that, it will become 625. Area, curved surface area of the conical tent will going to remain the same as area of this rectangle. So what is the equation forms over here is like the most crucial equation. In case if you get this equation, very well, your sum is solved. And in case if you do not get this equation, then you are in trouble. So student, always learn there is something you have to think, and until and unless you do not think about the sum, you can't solve the particular sum. So what do you think over here? Area of rectangle. Obviously the rectangular sheet has been converted into a conical tent. So obviously the area of the rectangle is equal to curved surface area of cone. Once you think this equation, the entire sum is very, very simple. The most crucial thing what most of the people do not understand is this box equation. Are you getting it? And if you crack this box equation, it is very simple to solve henceforth. So what is the area of the rectangle? Obviously length into breadth. And what is the curved surface area of the cone? We have already done. Please refer your formula sheet. What is the curved surface area of the cone? Someone can write on the comments also. What is the curved surface area of the cone? I'm waiting for your comments. Commenting. I knew that. Who is that? Oh, Jaina Pranav, that's too good. Pi RL. Curved surface area of the cone is pi RL. Very good, Jaina. So, what is the next part? L, we do not know. What to calculate? Substitution. Breadth is, check it out. What is the breadth over here? We've written. Breadth over here is 5. So, I can substitute the B as 5. Pi is 22.7, R is 7, and L is 25. And once you solve that everything, it's really, really simple. Breadth is 5, pi is 22.7, radius is obviously 7, and the lateral height is 25. So once you calculate this, 7 and 7 will get cancelled. 5 ones are 5, 5s are 25. So the length is equals to 110 meters. Now most of the people might say, sir, we never see such kind of easy sum in the examination. So students, the sums are always easy. And the exams are also very, very easy. Only thing is, we are not well prepared. And right now, you are along with Prashant sir. So you will always feel the maths is very, very easy. Because our tagline says, we make learning easy. So we are making learning easy at Easy Learning Center. Isn't it? So on Easy channel also we are making the same task. So this is our second sum. Let's go ahead. Yes, that's nice. So what is the next question? Let's go ahead. Some people are saying, sir, make a little more. So look at this. So length is 110 meters. I hope you have understood this entire sum. Yes, in case if you know Pythagorean triplet it is, then you can write it down over here by Pythagorean triplet. Yes. If you know still Pythagorean triplet, you can write it down this one statement and you are done. I hope we'll make that doubt is clear to you. So let's go ahead with the next question. The next question says, third question, how many meter of cloth, 1.1 meter will required to conical tent whose vertical height is this, base is this, find also the cost of the cloth used at the rate of. So I'm not solving this third question, I'll just extend this question. If the cost, okay, in the question if it has been mentioned, if the cost of cloth is rupees 25 per meter, then what will be the total cost of making this tent? So how are we going to do that? Obviously, we are going to make cost is equals to, okay, I'm writing this a little in red because this is like an additional question. This is how the cost is mentioned. So I'm skipping this question number 3. We'll go to the next question. It's really simple, student. So see, student, how the fourth sum is. We're solving sum number 4. Let's write it down the data nicely over here. A conical tent is to accommodate 11 persons. Okay, so we'll draw the conical tent. It is to accommodate n is equals to 11. Okay. Each person must have 4 square meter space. So what is the area per person? Area per person is equals to 4 square meter. 4 meter square. This square meter can be written as meter square also. And the space on the ground is 20 cubic meter air. So space matlab volume per person is given as 20 cubic meter, that is 20 meter cube. So obviously we know the total volume because there are n number of people, there are 11 people and volume per person is 20 meter cube. So we know the total volume, we know the total base area, so we can calculate the height. Isn't it very simple, sir? So what you should understand after reading the sum, okay, so उसके पहले लिखते हैं what exactly you have to find or the task. The task is find height of the tent. What should be the height? That's your question. What is the height of the cone? That's your question. Now see student, it's really simple. Again, over here we have to make one equation and that equation will going to define whether you know this sum or you don't know this sum. It's a very simple equation. See, what is the equation? Volume of cone is equals to 1 upon 3 pi r square into h. Now the basic things what we do not know is pi r square. यहाँ पर pi r square तो दिया नहीं है. So how are we going to deal that, isn't it? See, but we know that one more thing. What we know one more thing is that we know the volume of per person, isn't it? The volume of per person is 20 and there are such 11 people. So the volume of cone should be 20 into 11. See, this substitution is very crucial. What is the volume of the cone would be? 20 into 11. Why 20 into 11? Because there are 11 people and the volume of one person is 20 meter cube. So it will going to be 20 into 11 is the total volume required. Isn't it? 1 upon 3, I'll write it down. This pi r square has got substitution over here. See, per person area required is 4. So if there are 11 people, 11 into 4, 11 into 4 will going to be the total base area, and into h. This h will going to give you this answer. Isn't it simple? It's that easy question. See, look at this. It's really, really simple. So what I'm going to do, I'll just do cross multiplication. This 3 I'll get it up, 20 into 11, and this 11 into 4 I will get it in the denominator. 11 to 4, which is equals to height. So this 4 ones are 4 5s are, this 11 get cancelled. So height of the tent is, so height of tent is equals to 5 3s are 15 meters. 15 meters. It's that easy. So student, you always feel the sums are what I am solving over here. It's very, very simple. It is not. Our logic over here in the sum, if it is really simple or if it's clear, we feel it easy. Otherwise, we feel it difficult. So student, whenever we read your question, I'll repeat, whenever you are reading your question, make sure that you read each and every word of the particular sum. And if your word is very, very clear to you and you are writing this data very nicely, you will find every sum is easy. So student, please put this within your book. Let's go ahead with the next sum. The fifth sum is again on the same basis, so I'm skipping it. The base area is given and the height is given. So I'm skipping that sum number 5 also. Let's move to question number 6. I'll show you something live demo over here about this sum number 6. This sum number 6 says a semicircular T-sheet of metal of radius 14 cm is bent and an open conical cup is made. Find the capacity of the cup. Take pi over here as 3.14. So now what exactly is to be done? Look at this student. I am taking one semicircular region. Now semicircle we're going to do something like this. Say I'm just tearing one semicircular part. Okay, look at this. This is something like a semicircular, isn't it? Second, I'll try and get a good semicircle. Okay, look at this. This is a semicircular shape, isn't it? I know it doesn't look exactly similar. I mean semicircular, but still we can make it. A semicircular T-sheet is to be bent into the form of, okay, I'll write down the data and then I'll explain. See, let's read this sum number 6. What is sum number 6 is exactly? A semicircular T-sheet of metal of radius 14 centimeters. So what is the radius of this conical part? The conical part's radius is given as radius is equals to 14 centimeter. The radius is always 14 centimeter. Make sure that whenever you are solving this question, so check that out. What exactly, whether you have been given radius or the diameter. Most of the student, what they do, they just write it down over here radius and 14 centimeter. And आपके question में क्या लिखा होता है कि like the diameter is 14 centimeter. And in case if you won't convert a diameter into the radius, definitely your answer will go wrong. So students always remember that आपको करना क्या है? You have to always write it down here radius. If you write radius and then if you read the sum, your the substitution will never go wrong. So आपको करना क्या है? Always write down over here radius and then read your sum. What is the radius? The radius is 14 centimeter. अगर वहाँ पर diameter है तो उसको divide by 2 कर दीजिए. Isn't it very simple? It is to bend an open conical curve. Now we have to make, we're to bend these and we're to convert these into a conical shape. So what we have to do is, we're to make this a conical shape. So how are you going to make this conical shape? Of course, this is a semicircular shape. This semicircular shape, we bend up. See, on the radius, I am folding it. See, on the radius, I'm folding this over here, isn't it? So we form one conical shape. Did you see this conical shape? This is conical shape. Can you see this? Now, once you got this conical shape, look at this. How I'm opening it. What is this conical shape? Get converted into a semicircular thing, isn't it? So this conical shape, the lateral height over here, what we've got, okay, I'll just say, is the lateral height is nothing but the radius over here, what we've got, isn't it? The radius get converted to the lateral height. See, look at this demonstration over here. This is semicircular shape. We get fold over here and we get the lateral. So lateral height over here is 14. I hope you have understood, student, here. Next, find the capacity of the cup. We have to calculate what exactly the volume of this cup. And now, how do we calculate the volume of this cup? Obviously, volume is nothing but 1/3 pi r square h. And to calculate the volume, what we need? 1/3 pi r square h. So we need what is the radius and what is this height is, isn't it? Now, how do we get this radius? Oh, that's like a very difficult question. You might be thinking, isn't it, student? But you are with first answer. So we'll make always learning easy. So how are we going to get this radius over here? See, understand now. Look at this. Again, I'm showing some demo here. See, this was a semicircular shape. We are bending into a cone, and when we bend it into the cone, we get something like this, isn't it? Did you notice this semicircular region over here? This semicircular region now forms, when we bend like this way, a conical curve. It forms a circle, isn't it? That means the circumference over here, I'll use another pen. The circumference over here, what we've got, is nothing but this semicircular boundary. Are you understanding? This semicircular boundary has been converted to this circular portion, isn't it? So this circular ring over here, what we've got, or the circumference. Okay, so over here capital, if this is pi r square upon 2, that is what we say, the perimeter of semicircle, or you can say circumference, not perimeter, circumference of semicircle is equal to pi r square upon 2. Oh, that's wrong. It's 2 pi r upon 2. And over here, the circumference of the circle over here, is 2 pi r. Isn't it simple? Circumference of the circle over here is 2 pi r. Okay, now there is one small mistake I am doing. What the small mistake I am doing over here? This is supposed to be the different r. So we will write it down that different r. Please understand this. This is very common error what people do. So over here, what we have to calculate is r. Are you understanding? And once you get this is very simple. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. 3.14 into the radius is 40, which equals to 2 into 3.14 into this capital R. Now please understand students, this is very simple. This 3.14 or 3.14 cancel हो जाता है. What most of the people do, they multiply this by 14 and then they 2 into ये सब नहीं करना है. You have to always make things simpler. We make learning easy. So we make learning easy. This is how. So 2 ones are 2, 7. So what is this capital R? What we have got over here is 7, isn't it? So the capital R, what we got over here is 7. And once you got that, the capital R, the next part of the sum is to calculate this height. How are you going to get the height? Of course, by Pythagorean triplet, or you can say by Pythagoras theorem. So over here, 14 square, how are you going to get this capital H? Capital H, how are you going to get? So L square is equals to, L square is equals to R square plus H square for the cone. So L square 14 square, which equals to R, just now we calculated 7 square plus H square. So answer, what is this capital H? Height of the cone. So height of the cone would be root of 14 square minus 7 square, which is root of 196 minus 49. So H is root of, say 196 minus 49. 16 minus 9, that is 7, and 18 minus 4, 14, 147. So H is equals to 14 and 3, so 7 root 3. Okay, so once you got the height as 7 root 3, what would you calculate? The capacity of the conical tent or conical cup. What we have to calculate? What is the capacity? That means what we have to calculate? The volume. What we have to calculate? The volume. And how are we going to calculate the volume? Volume is equals to 1/3 pi r square h. Isn't it simple? Volume is equals to 1/3 pi r square h. Capacity of cone, which is nothing but volume of cone, which is nothing but 1/3 pi r square h. Now we got everything 1/3. I'll write again, this is capital R and this is capital H. Otherwise there might be wrong substitution. So pi is 3.14. Small r square, capital R square, that is 7 into 7, and H is 7 root 3. Now once you solve this everything, this is very simple. So just do this calculations and you might get the correct answer. So the correct answer is 621.82 meter cube. 621.82 meter cube. I guess that calculation you will be able to do it very simply. Like 7 cube would be 343 into 340 into 1.732 and divided by 3 per dg, you will get the answer as 721.82. So please students put this in your book. So this is like the entire sum. Now whatever I showed you over here, that converting this semicircular to the cone, you have to actually done that as a statement over here. When we convert the semicircular sheet into the conical shape, we get the circumference of the semicircle is equivalent to the circumference of the circle, and like that. And then you just go on writing further as it is. I hope you have understood everything. In case if you have not understood, student, please definitely you can put immediately see continuously your comments, and in case if you have not understood, I'll immediately answer that comments. And if you have liked it, please put that thumbs up immediately on that like buttons, as well as subscribe this channel in till now. In case if you have not subscribed this, please subscribe the channel. Okay, so let's start with the next sum. In case if you have to copy down the folder things, it's on the board. So what the next sum is, take this, we will do a 10 sum. The surface area of the sphere is 5544 centimeter square. Find its diameter and its volume. So the surface area of the sphere is given. So we'll do sum number 10. Surface area of sphere is equals to double five, double four. I'll check the unit. Centimeter square. You have to find diameter and volume. What is the diameter? What is the diameter and what is the volume? See, it's very, very simple. How are we finding surface area of the sphere? So just substitute the formula of surface area of the sphere. What is the surface area of the sphere? 4 pi r square is equals to double five, double four. I have already given you the formula, so students, in case if you have not attended the previous session, please watch it after this video. The entire session I have already given you right in the beginning of the session. What is the surface area of the sphere? 4 pi r square. And now you can use 4 into 22 upon 7 into r square is equals to double five, double four. And now how to do this? It's really simple. So do this r square is equals to double five, double four into 7 upon 4 into 22. 11 twos are 11 fives are 0s are 4s are, then 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4 twos are, and 4 6 are 24, and then that also I can cancel. 2 6 are and 2 3s are. So what is this? R square is equals to 63 into 7, which I can write R square is equals to 7 into 7 into 9. So look at this, I have 63, I have split it as 7 into 9. So it becomes radius is equals to 7 because there is 2 7s, so I got 1 7 over here. And out of this, what is the root of 9 is 3. So the radius is 21, so the diameter is 2 into 7 into 3. So the diameter is equals to 21 is 42 centimeters. Isn't it easy? Diameter is 42 centimeters. And once you know what is the diameter 42 centimeters square, you can calculate what is the volume. What is the volume? Volume of the sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So volume is equals to 4 upon 3 into 22 upon 7 into 21 into 21 into 21. And the answer is Let's say 7 and 3 will get cancelled with this 21. So volume is equals to 88 into 441. And the calculation is, like you can do it really simple. 441 into 88. 38808 centimeter cube. And that's how we are done with one more sum of the uh, mensuration. I hope students you a joke of this chapter, and it's like very simple. Just use few formulas, draw the diagrams, write down the given things, write down the correct formulas, do substitutions. Once you're done with the substitution, go on solving it, go on simplifying it, and just do a little bit of calculation. Take care of units because the units plays very vital role over here in this chapter. And see to it that whatever is asked in the question, you have finally figured it out. See, if you leave over here radius is equal to 21 centimeter, you will definitely lose your 1 mark because the diameter was asked in the question. So see here I have written, so what is diameter? So I finally wrote over here diameter is 42 centimeter and the volume is equal to 38,808 centimeter cube. So this is how we have finally figured out how exactly this sum can be done. Let's go ahead with one more sum and then that will be our last sum. What is this last sum is about how to find the number of spheres or the number of objects. It's a very simple sums. In next 2 to 3 minutes that sum we're going to get over. Let me see which sum it is. Okay, we will do sum number 16, 16, and that would be student noted down our last sum of the day. And once we are done with it, we will go to wind up our session. So let's start solving this sum number 16. Most of people, you might have said, someone is saying, sir, do one sum with rising water level. Okay, rising water level. Okay, in okay, in the before yesterday's paper, what we wrote on Sunday, we had one sum rising water level. No problem. So, student, we will do 2 more sums. One would be rising water level and how to find the number of holes. So these are like all typical type of the sums from this mensuration chapter, and then we will be done with this entire chapter. So let's student go ahead. Now, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट ऐसे होते हैं कि like you know they feel कि like अच्छा if I watch this video then I am done with the mensuration. Student ऐसे बिल्कुल भी मत समझिए. This is just to get you all into the track of this mensuration. So if you feel like okay if I watch this video and I'm done for the examination, then you are wrong. Student, after watching this video, you must open your school exercise or from your school textbook. You might be from whichever board. So make sure that you first of all open your textbook and then you see to it that you know few such type of sums. First of all, solve them. If you do not know something, you put it in the comment of this video, and I'll surely try and make that another solution video, or I may give you that reply how exactly that particular types of the sums can be done. So definitely this video is not sufficient for the entire chapter. There is a lot in this particular chapter. So this is just a revision class. So we will do 2 more sums and then we'll wind up. Question number 1C. Question number 1C, which was just asked in this Sunday's test. A solid cone of base 9 centimeter in radius, height 10 centimeter. So I'll draw the cone first of all over here. So the solid cone whose radius is given as 9 centimeters and height is given as 10 centimeter. It is lowered into a cylindrical jar of the radius 10 centimeter. Okay, now there is a cylinder, so I am just drawing a cylinder, something like this. Okay, which contains a sufficient water to submerge the cones completely. Find the rising water level in the jar. Now, what has actually happened over here? Okay, what else is given over here? The cylindrical jar of radius 10 centimeter. So, what is the radius over here? Here is 10 centimeter for cylinder. So, this is cone and this is cylinder. Okay. Now, what exactly the people miss out? They never write these names like the cylinder or the cone. So, what happened? It doesn't strike in your brain which particular shape it is, and then that's how it we can't solve this type of sums in the examination. Now, in this cylinder, what is happening? Which contains sufficient water. Now, let's say imagine there is some level of water in this. Okay, which contains water sufficient to submerge the cone completely. So, a solid cone of base radius 9 centimeter, height 10 centimeters, lowered into the cylindrical jar of radius 10 centimeter, which contains water sufficient to submerge the cone completely. Find the rising water level in the jar. Now, imagine like the cone was first of all outside the cylinder, and then later on, when we come to know that this cone has been submerged in the cylinder will be filled with this coal. What exactly will happen with the water? The water level will go up. And how much the water level will go up? That will be calculated. Are you understanding? So this is a rise in water level. Basically, this is a rise in water level. Now this can be solved with many ways, more than 10 methods I know, by which we can calculate this height. This height, and what I am teaching you right now in this video is, believe me student, the most simplest and very easy method to calculate this height. Within 3 steps this sum will be over student. So keep watching this. So what I'll do, I'll first of all remove this cone, it was over here, and what I have done, I have just taken this and put it in the cylinder, and जैसे ये cylinder में कुछ this blue cylinder forms. Now where is this blue cylinder? This one. Could you see? See, I'm shaking it over here. See this blue cylinder. Why this blue cylinder has formed? So let's draw this blue cylinder. So the volume of this cylinder, the volume of this cone, say the volume of this cone is equivalent to the volume of this blue cylinder, isn't it? Why this blue things has formed? It's due to this volume of the cone, isn't it? So what we will write it down? Volume of cone, that basic equation which I was talking in the previous sum onwards. So what is this equation? Volume of cone is equals to volume of blue. Now I'm writing blue. In your thing, please draw that shaded portion and write down that shaded cylinder. Because I have used the blue cylinder, so I am using the blue cylinder. So what is the volume of cone, student? Volume of cone is 1/3 pi r square h. What is the volume of cylinder? Someone please write it down on the comment. And then I'll write down what is the volume of cylinder. So I'm waiting. Please write it and comment it immediately. Volume of cylinder is. Oh, someone wrote pi r square h. Pi r square h. That's very nice. So again, now student over here, one more thing you have to take care of. You can write this r1 h1. So I'll write over here r1 and h1. That is of cone. Please understand this. This is radius r1 h1. So I wrote for cone r1 and h1. Otherwise, generally people do cancel that r square and h square. Actually, you can't do that because they might be same or may not be same. So take the precautions wherever it's possible. So we will going to substitute 1/3. You can cancel definitely this pi and pi because pi will not going to make any difference, because if it is equation, the same quantities from the equal to sign we can omit or we can cancel. What is the r1 square? What was the r1 square? 9 into 9. 9 into 9 and into height. What was the height of the cone? That was 10, which equals to, for the, what is this, r square, blue cylinder ka r, that is 10 into 10, and this is capital H according to our sum. According to our sum, see I have written up like the blue cylinder ka height, let's say it is H. Student, understand this is not the full H, this is just the rise in water level, and basically this is our answer. So that I'm writing as over here capital H, which would be capital. Answer done. Student, look at this, it's that easy. I told you in 3 steps our sum will going to get over, isn't it? So in 3 steps you got 4 marks. So the 4 marks was basically for this one equation and the understanding of the sum. Oh, so Amrit is over here. Hi Amrit, how are you? Are you doing well? Done with fever? Anyway, I hope you are feeling now better. So this 10 and 10 I can simply cancel, and then this 3 into 9, what is left over, upon 10 is the height. So height is basically 27 upon 10, which is 2.7 centimeter, because all the units given over here are in centimeters. So the height or rise in water level would be 2.7 meter. Therefore, rise in water level is equals to 2.7 centimeter. I hope you have understood this. In case not, you can definitely put a comment in comment box, and please by now, in case you have not liked this video, please press that button like, so that our video will be on the upper list, so that many people can watch this video and they will be benefit with this mensuration chapter. So student, I'm watching, I'm waiting for that you all to put that, press that thumbs up button. So anyway, we'll do last sum of the day and then we will wind up. The last sum would be this sum number 16 of our worksheet. So what is this sum number 16? A solid sphere of radius 3 centimeters to be melted. Sphere. So a solid sphere is to be melted. Let's say this is a sphere. Is to be melted and then cast into a small spherical ball. Okay. Now the radius of this sphere was say like 3 centimeter. This was 3 centimeter, and then this is cast into a small spheres. This cast into so we got the small spheres somehow shape kind of, and the radius of this. Okay, radius of this is equals to, radius is not given. Look at the student, this is what I was talking in the previous sum, student. See, you should always write r over here and then you should read the sum. See, it is given the diameter is 0.6 centimeter. Are you understanding? If the diameter is 0.6, radius will be 0.3 centimeter. Did you notice? And many students by mistake they copy this 0.6 over here, they do the entire sum and then the sum goes wrong and they lose out their marks. Isn't it always true? We should write it over here R. Now there might be little confusion. So this is also R, this is also R. So I'm making these as capital R and these are small r. Now the confusion is gone. And now what exactly the question is, or what exactly we have to do? See student, understand. There was a big sphere and that has been melted, and that has been melted to what? That has been melted to some small spheres, and such obviously when they are making the smaller number of the smaller spheres, there would be n number of spheres. So how many spheres will going to form? N number of spheres we're going to form, isn't it? And then what exactly today's task of this particular sum is to find this n, And now how are we going to find this n? These also can be done by n number of methods, but what I am teaching you in this video is like the most simplest and the easiest technique. So what is the easiest technique, student? Pay attention. So what is the simplest way to do this sum is, see, always write it down. The n is always equals to the volume of the bigger object divided by the volume of the smaller object. That's the formula. So n is equals to volume of big object upon volume of the small object. Over here, we have got both objects as sphere only, but in the examination there is a cube, or there is a cuboid, there is a cylinder that has been converted into the sphere or the cone or anything, whatever we've learned types of shape, they can ask you all. So capital R cube upon volume of small object, again there is a sphere, so 4 upon 3 pi small r cube. Now the directly got cancelled, as well as this pi and pi got directly cancelled, and what is left over is for n over here is this. So n is equals to the capital R cube upon small r cube, and this n is equals to, what is this capital R over here given? See, in the sum, R is capital R is 3 and the small r is 0.3. So 3 into 3 into 3 upon 0.3 into 0.3 into 0.3. And now many people reach till this step, and whenever they see the decimal, they get lost in the sum. So students, always remember that how to deal with these decimals. It's like a very simple technique which you must have taught by some other teacher in the lower standard you all. But probably I suppose like most of the people must have not understood it. See student, I am teaching you how to deal with these decimals. So what do? We shift this dot over here. We shifted 1 to the right, 2 to the right, and 3 to the right. So we will increase 1, 2, 3 zeros over there in the numerator. Isn't it simple? And now what we've got, n is equals to 3 into sums. So people, you must have felt, this was very simple. All the sums are equally simple if you keep watching these videos and keep supporting this channel and keep sharing this video to the n number of your friends. The only request is, do not download this video and give it to your friends. Let them watch it by their own on the YouTube. It is a 24/7 in the 365 days available on YouTube. So let them spend their own time searching this video or searching our to forward to your all friends. So student, thanks a lot again for watching this video and taking out such a long time and making this channel successful. Thanks again. So stay tuned. Very soon I'll get a new topic and new revision sessions of standard 9 or 10 or 11 or 12. You just tell me the topic name. I will revise for you all. Thank you.